Hey, it's Ken Barrett. Just wanted to talk a little bit today about outsourcing. I was listening to an audio recording by Lawrence Tam. He's an internet marketer that I work with, and he was just explaining in his business how he set up his outsourcing, who he uses, for different things, etc. So, as most of you know, I'm in a little bit different business mainly. It's kind of split between the internet marketing and my laundry business. So, I'm always looking for ways to try and get out of doing work, I guess is the best way to put it. That's been one of my biggest challenges, is to how not to just take on everything, do it all yourself, think you're the best at everything and just want to learn it all. uh, it gets to the point you got to realize, there's people out there who can do it better, faster, and easier than you, and you can spend time doing what you want. Outsourcing could be anything. You're probably already doing some of it now. If you had somebody else changing your oil, you've outsourced that job to somebody else. It might be a little bit cheaper for you to do it, as far as just buying the oil and the filter, but when you actually figure out how long it takes you and struggling around your driveway and get rid of all the stuff, it takes more time than what it costs to just sit in the drive-through and have it done in 15-20 minutes. Other things, cleaning your house, cleaning your pool, cutting your grass. Some of those, I still do myself. I don't mind cutting grass. And I just bought a new lawnmower, so I better be cutting my own grass for a while. So, but when you get into a business, there's different things from there. My laundry business, one change I've made just recently is I've I've got a new accountant, and I've put a lot more responsibility on the accountant to look after my books. I was doing a lot of it and trying to keep track and struggling through taxes and that sort of stuff. I still do payroll just because it's at this point it doesn't take that long. It's only a few minutes, and I like to check and monitor and make sure I understand where everybody's at and how many hours they're putting in. So that I still do. It ties into my day okay. I can do it remotely. I can do it from anywhere and get an internet connection. So it's really not that big of an issue, and it takes me about 15 minutes a week. I may eventually get to a point that I outsource that, but right now I'm still good working on that one. But what I've done is I'll download my bank stuff into QuickBooks, load it all onto a hard drive, and once my bank statements come in, I take it to my accountant. She goes through it all, reconciles all the bank account, makes sure it's all good, pays whatever taxes are due. So it's a little bit each month, and then when it comes tax time, it's pretty much already done. It's just a matter, it's been kept up to date, and there's not a big load to do at tax time. So that's another part of outsourcing. There's different things you can hire people in to clean my stores, that sort of thing. What I'm looking at more now is doing some online outsourcing. I've done a little bit in the past. I really need to focus a bit more on it. A lot of stuff, if you can sit and do it in front of a computer and it's tedious and it's repetitive, there's somebody else who can do it cheaper, faster, and easier than you can. So I'll just switch over. I think I can do it here. Switch over to my computer. So one of the sites I've used before is Odesk. There's people all over the world working on this. It could be somebody right next door to you. It could be somebody halfway around the world. You can get an idea based on the amount they charge. But this is it's a great way to get whatever you want done. You can see through here you got blog and article writing. It's typically it's $5 to $10 per article. Mobile app development, translation, web design, statistical analysis. There's just there's all kinds of stuff there. Pretty much if you can do it on a computer, the internet, you can do it from somewhere else. So it goes up like logos. They go specific ones there. So what I did here today is I put in a couple, just got a bit of marketing I want to do, and again I'm trying to find. I've got an idea what I want to do. Once I get somebody hired to do it, they may come up with some better ideas and have some better input. So this one here is social media marketing and some Facebook posts. So I put this job out here this morning. Just let it refresh there. Hang on, let me go back to that. I'm not much of an expert in Odesk either. I've only used it a couple of times, so we'll go through this one. But you can see on that one there, I've got 20 applicants already. Craigslist post, I've got 3, and this is really, it was posted 21 minutes ago. What I have done in this, so I want to view my post here, is I put comments into the description to make sure people are actually reading it. So this particular one here, what I'm, my thoughts on this, just to keep my Facebook profile active on Facebook for the laundries. I don't have a lot of don't have a lot of activity, I don't have a lot of followers at this point, but I want to put some content out there that, you know, might get a few shares and a little bit more activity. So my thought on here was, you know, that they would go out and search for any laundry or laundromat related comics, messages, etc. And then just, you know, put the company logo on the bottom, post it onto one, and then share that onto the other sites, the other 3 sites. Then the next day we'd find another comic, we'd post it onto, say, store number 2, and then share it with the other ones. So it's really one post every day, but you start sharing it between the different laundries. And again, this is something I'm just going to test with to see if I can get a bit of engagement. You know, maybe we can get a few more likes on the page. If we can come up with some funny stuff, maybe people will spread it around. So, you know, we'll put the link to the laundry site under there as well. But what I did on the bottom here is I put reply with laundry is fun in the message to confirm you've read and understand the requirements. Sometimes I found in the past is that you'll just right away get 20 applications, and it's almost like they're just clicking on the generic I'll apply to anything tab. So I put this in here, make sure people are actually reading it, make sure they understand it. There's a couple of questions you can put at the bottom. You know, like here, I've got 25 applicants already. So if we go down to some of these, you know, just grab one for example. Social media marketing expert. So example here, you know, they're charging $2.22 an hour. He's social media marketing and Twitter marketing. But, you know, he's had one job in the last 6 months, worked 8 hours. So, you know, it's possible he did a great job. And, you know, and on here he participated in an English spelling test and got a score of 2.6 out of 5. My concern there is that if we're trying to find comics and messages about laundry, you need to have a good grasp of English to understand what's going to be okay and what might be a little offensive. So that's one where, you know, on this one I'm going to narrow it down a bit more just to make sure it's not really just a copy and paste where there won't be anybody really needs to understand English to that type of level. So, you know, again here there's a bunch of different applications in there already, and I'll go through these and just you know, see what comes up, and you know, see what you know, the prices on all these, you're looking at, you know, $2 to $4 an hour. This might take 5-10 minutes a day. This site here, it tracks all the billing online. You get billed at the end of the week, so it really does keep an eye on what they're doing to make sure it takes random screenshots. So if it takes a screenshot and they're on Facebook, you can challenge their billing, etc. So this is one way to just to outsource a lot of those mundane tasks, I guess. You know, you can still go in there and do your own Facebook updates once in a while, throw a post on there, throw a little video, just to keep your face in there and to make sure that people have your personality as well. But it's just going to keep stuff up there every day. So that's one of the sources of or the methods of outsourcing. There's other ones. Elance is another big one. It tends to be, I think, a little more specific. Some of the prices seem to get a little higher. It seems to be a lot more of a professional type site. Not that some of these aren't professional. It's just a different level of outsourcing. So, you know, again on here there's all kinds of whatever you want. Email marketing, $5 to $10 an hour. So, you know, you can take somebody there and just explain to them what will work. In the Empower Network programs, you get into there's a section, the 15K formula, that's all about email marketing and how to sell with email marketing. So, you know, you get that product, you go in there, learn that section of it yourself enough to understand it, and then work with an email marketer to say, okay, here's the key components we need you to put in to the emails, and you know, have them going from there. So they might be doing the email marketing, but you still want to have your own personal touch to it as well. So that's a lot of that stuff there. Again, outsourcing, it's something I've struggled with, and I know I need to do more of, and starting today I'm starting to add some more of it. And you know, that's how you scale your business up, no matter what type of business it is. Get those little things out, the time suckers, time vampires, whatever you want to call them. It doesn't seem like it takes up much time, but you know, if you're sitting there trying to write a Facebook post, that's time where you could be really being more creative on your business, and how can you expand, make it more interesting, whatever your business is. if you just sit down some days around the pool and you get talking to somebody about your business, you come up with all kinds of ideas and what you can do. But then when you want to implement them, you end up spending all day just going through the mundane stuff. So that's my tip for the day. And like I said, if you want to get into more of this system here, again, like get in the 15K formula, just working on my this particular blog post right there. And we roll down through here: power words, solo ads, email marketing, seduction, outsell the competition without using the phone. So, the training's right in there, the videos are in there. They're done by guys who are doing this in the business every day. I'll put the link below here on how to sign up yourself. And if you want to follow my blog, it's kenbarrett.us. Just let it refresh there. You can go on here. You can click right on this top link here, and that'll take you in to get signed up. It's $25 to get started. You'll start with a basic blog platform like this, and that's you start setting up your online presence. Give you a place to start explaining stuff. This is Lawrence here. We're at a recent conference down in New Orleans where he was one of the speakers up there, and I got to talk to him a little bit. And when I get to Charlotte at the end of this month, I want to talk to him a lot more about the outsourcing and how he's done it. He's built a large online business, and he's selling stuff he doesn't even know he's selling now because he's got so much of it outsourced and working on its own. So that's it for today. Hope that's helped you at all. I'd like to see some, below this, you want to put some comments and shares if you got any information from it. If there's some other ideas for outsourcing, throw them up there. It might help everybody else that's looking into it as well. So my name's Ken Barrett, and it's been great talking to you.